Welcome back, everybody. This is Steve, KM9G, and we are going to do day 2 of the vlog with a 705. This is the day that I take the WinCamp quick release antenna mount and connect it up to the 705 and plug some antennas into it. So let's flip around and see what we can get working with this thing and what we can hear inside of a hotel room. Hang on. All right, so now we're sitting outside out back of the hotel, and let's see if we get any better signal coverage out here. I'm already seeing some more blips on the band. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G, calling CQ, 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 CQ on 2, Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G, calling CQ on 2. All right, we found the APRS frequency, and I heard some traffic go by. Like, I guess that would be literally traffic going by. And now that I got the camera set up and I'm recording, I ain't getting nothing. There it is. Anything in the menu for APRS? Nope, but I know what I'm going to play with after this. Alright, let's try programming a repeater from the front panel. And what I have is my handy dandy notebook, WC8VOA 145-390 with a 600 kilohertz offset. Let's see if we can do it from the front panel without the manual. So I'm going to go frequency input, and it's 145390000. And let's do split there. Nope, no split there. One, 4, 5, 3, 9, 0, 0, 0. Enter. Okay, and this is not supposed to have any tones on it, but I do need to do an offset. Function. Split. Exit. Where is the... How do we split this thing? BFO. Frequency input, it's minus 600. Alright, let's see what that is. 144790000. Four, 5, 3, 9, 0, 0, 0. Now let's switch this over to FM. Take it out of data mode. Switch VFOs. Switch it out of AM and data. Turn split on. Did I do that right? Oh, I did it right. Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Is anybody out there? This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf calling the WC8VOA repeater. Kilo Mike 9 Golf calling the WC8VOA repeater. Is anybody out there? All right, this repeater is not supposed to have any tones on it. And I am getting back a kind of a Roger beep. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G. Is there anybody on the WC8VOA repeater? Kilo Mike 9 Golf. You're just out of my range here. I almost hear you.
I'm over in Harrison, Ohio. QSL?
QSL in the Harrison, Ohio. I am at the Holiday Inn Express. I'm up here for the Youth on the Air event, and I guess I'm from out of town, so you probably know better than I do where that is.
So, I'm over on exit 1 up at 74. That's where I'm at. This is Doug. Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. Just getting in my work truck and going back to my work 20. See what else is going on for the day. Yeah, youth camp.
So good talking to you, Doug. I will let you get back to driving around. Thanks for the contact. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf.
I'll tell you, if they're on around 9 o'clock tonight, tune in 147, 285. We'll have a net over the big Sandy, and usually run it, and we'll start at 9, and we do active guys, and then we do our visitors. It's a racy net, weather net type deal. Starts at 9, and then we go for general ball after all the general check-in comes in, and any newbies. And weather net 147, 285. That's the long valve. .net. Before internet, you'll see our pages. And there's a PL tone of 140 on it. So, more to point out. QSL.
All right, Doug, QSL, you were up and down on that one there a little bit, but I did get that you've got a net going on tomorrow night on another one of the local repeaters. I'll look it up on Repeater Book, and I'll talk to some of the guys that are local to the area here that would know better about that and get the rest of the details. Thanks for the contact. I'm going to clear out on this. I've got to figure out, I'm just playing with this radio. I got to figure out how to store this thing next. So thanks again, Doug. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. I'll be clear.
Right, okay, yeah, my voltage goes a little bit. I was sitting at night, and I'm getting back over. I'm only running about 3 watts out of the work truck, but I'm 14 feet up off the ground, so, and it's just a mirror mount, so it does fine for over here on the west side of town. KB9SCS in beautiful downtown Harrison, Ohio. I'll be clear with you.
All right, let's see about storing this thing into memory here. Again, I'm not reading the manual. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see what we can do. Say memo. Nope. VFO. Back to that. All right, we still got that. Let's do... All right, I don't know. I hit MW to write to a new channel, write to a selected channel, write to a call channel. All right, and just when it got exciting, the internal storage filled up on the memory card.
Amateur Radio Association Weekly Net is tonight at 8 p.m. Digital stations may check in by connecting to the K8JTK hub. Connection instructions at wc8vo.org. It is an open net and all amateurs are welcome.
Well, that was timely. All right, so like I was saying, the internal memory filled up and it stopped recording and switched me to the SD card, but it stopped recording when it switched me to the SD card. Let's come back in here. I hit MW to write. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's pick write to a new channel. And let's write it to channel 21. Why not? Write to a blank channel. Yes. Okay. Great. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so to pull it back, memory, pick your memory group, and then scroll down to where you stored it. And I stored it on 21. All right, let's see what else we can get into. I guess before we go too much farther with that, we should give this thing a name in memory. So we'll go into memory group 0. I'm going to hold on to it for a long time. I'm going to hit edit name, and I'm going to capitalize WC8 VOA. Enter. Hey, look at that, WC8 VOA. Let's pick it. All right, guys, so what I found out about the WC8 VOA repeater is that it has no tones on it because the WC8 VOA ham radio club has a lot of older equipment that doesn't even have tone boards in it. So they left tones off of the repeater. I think that's pretty awesome. So what I did after playing around with that repeater is I spent way too much time doing repeaters wrong with tones. And I want to show you the way that I did it. There's a couple of different ways you can program repeaters into this radio. There's nothing wrong with the method that I chose. It's just not, you have to take one more logical thought. So there is a input frequency and an output frequency on the repeater. And the repeater that I was messing with had, I did two. One had a tone on the input and a tone on the output. The other one only had a tone on the input. But when I got everything programmed in, I put the downlink on VFOA and I put the uplink on VFOB, and then I'm looking at the radio sitting on VFOA at the downlink. And when you push the PTT, it switches over to the uplink and transmits like it's supposed to. From that screen, I then turned the tone on, which turned the tone on the downlink only. So I'm going to go through that procedure. I'm going to put the tone in the proper location, and there are other ways to do it. But I just wanted to get this one out here because this is like, I'm in the field quickly, I want to just play around, and you can do it this way. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just more than one way to do it, and this is one way. Hang on. Okay, so since I came back to the hotel room, I was able to upgrade my repeater book. There's my new repeater book. So this is the information that we're going to need. This is a W8WRK repeater. It has a downlink of 146.700. It has an uplink of 146.100. That's a 600 kilohertz offset, and it has a tone of 123. This is located in Fairfield, Ohio, which is pretty close to Westchester, where the Voice of America Museum is and where the YOTA camp is. So let's get this guy here programmed in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to VFOA, and I'm going to change the frequency by doing direct frequency input of 146.700. Enter, and I'm going to go to VFOB and put in the uplink directly with 146.700. 10000. And then I'm going to get back out of here and switch to VFOA. And I want to put on the split function. And like I was saying before, we're sitting on the downlink. When we key up, it switches over to the uplink frequency like it's supposed to. Great. What I did wrong was this is where I put the tone in, and this is not where the tone goes. That would be putting a tone on the downlink. Some repeaters do have a tone on the downlink. This one does not. This has a tone on the uplink. So I need to go to the uplink frequency, and I need to do tone, and I need to long press tone, and I need to change the tone to 123. Okay. And then we switch back to VFOA. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, testing out repeater programming on the W8WRK repeater. Kilo Mike 9 Golf.
Tonight at 7 p.m.
All right, we got into the repeater, and the repeater told us there is a net tonight at 7 p.m. Excellent. So let's do memory write to a new channel. Let's pick the first channel. Why not? Yes, write it to a blank channel. Now, like we did before, we go into the menu and we pick memory. And the first channel is no longer blank. And let's edit the name, and we're going to call this W8WRK. All right, now we've got the W8WRK repeater programmed in using the front panel programming method and setting up tones properly this time. This legitimately took us, and I mean us because a couple of people helped me out. I won't name any names to protect the innocent, but if you'd like to name yourself, feel free to leave a comment down below. It took way too many people, way too long to figure out this very, very simple thing. It makes sense in hindsight once you get all of the complexity figured out. It becomes very simple. But when you are sitting down in front of the radio trying to program in a repeater, it also makes sense to just go straight into hit tone here. And you see the tone is off on the downlink frequency. Just wasn't thinking about it. And it's always something simple. So always get back to basics. Is your antenna plugged in properly? Is the battery fully charged? Is the squelch open? Is the output volume up? Is your mic gain turned up all the way? Those kinds of things. Because I've had that bite me in the butt a couple of times before. I have an older Kenwood radio that when I run digital modes on, like WSJTX, and I exit out of WSJTX, it leaves the mic gain all the way down to 0. So like I go right back to doing voice work and nobody can hear me because there's mic gain. And a lot of times I'll also be working split and then I'll forget to turn off split and I'll be sending traffic out where I don't want traffic to go out. So that's another way to program in a repeater. This one has a tone on the uplink. There you go. So all in all, it was a pretty good time with the radio. I got to make some deep, lasting bonding relationships with a couple of people who were also equally frustrated with the simplicity of the complexity of programming in repeaters with tones. It does the thing. It just didn't do the thing the way that I would have initially thought about it doing the thing. But we got it done. I showed you how. Hopefully we'll have lots more fun with repeaters going forward. There's so much more that this radio can do, and we just kept talking about it. I think most of the time that we spent troubleshooting what was going wrong was just us talking radio, because there was a lot of people. And that's one of the awesome things about being at the Youth on the Air campus. There's a lot of people here that know a lot of things about a lot of different radios. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being awesome.